Guys. I'm so excited. You have no idea. Today and tomorrow's videos are just, I'm so excited. I'm going to make something I've never seen done before. A sports poster in pixel art. So let's get started. I'm making sprites today from images by tracing over them for heightened realism and correct proportions. Then I'm going to be doing a lot of changes. Disclaimer, I'm just a high school kid who has absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So, thank you for watching and following along with me. We'll paste in our first player image, Bukayo Saka, and as you can see, it's a huge picture as I was trying to find the highest resolution pictures I could. So to scale it down, we're going to use these two values here and change them with the same pixel aspect ratio to get the same proportion as the image, just much smaller. 70 for the height and 105 for the length should be good for what I'm doing. We'll start by tracing the head, arms, and sleeves, and honestly, it doesn't look great, but I'll explain. My first step in this particular style, which I've never done before, I'm literally making this up as I go, is just to draw the outline in different colors for the different parts as close to the original picture as possible. One thing I've learned is tracing and just leaving it will never look that good because the composition is just so different in this medium that it's really hard to get it right from just a trace. So obviously we'll fix it up afterwards, but here's what we've got so far. Adding in the legs and the ball, and yeah, it'll get a lot better, so just hold on. So here we're changing all the wonderfully perfect proportions we just barely made to make it look better for pixel art. So, why am I drawing Arsenal Saka for my pixel art poster? It's an interesting story. A lot of people where I'm from play fantasy football, like American football, but I decided to do something a little different by playing fantasy football, like real football, or soccer as I guess it's called in the US. I'm playing Fantasy Premier League this season and I actually think it's really fun. Back to the drawing, after more layout changes, here's what we have so far. We started with this picture, then the exact tracing, then of course to the final layout product including an entirely new head, and we'll add the little Arsenal crest in right here. Now for the thing that really brings it all together, the shading. I'm going for a really particular style here for my sprites on my poster. I want it to look like an artist named Keenan Wells in his Pixel Hall of Fame. But instead of the really realistic look that those have, I want it a little more cartoon-esque. Playing Fantasy Premier League has been a great way to get into something I've always wanted to follow but never found a good way to do. So the players from my poster all come straight from my Fantasy Premier League team. The first one I'm drawing is one of my favorite players in the league right now, Saka. One thing I'm trying to showcase is Saka's incredible skill with dribbling the ball by seeing him dribble the ball in this shot. I use shading here to create the parts of his face, the tones of his muscles, and the curves and contours of his shirt. And here is the finished product, Bukayo Saka. I put it behind this little background I made on Photoshop. I think it looks pretty good. I'll leave out the copying, pasting, and resizing here for our next player, Sven Botman. I found this image of him blocking the ball. We'll add in the shoes, legs, and shorts here. Remember, I'm just tracing this exactly how it is in the image to start. We'll mess with everything a bit later. The Newcastle defender Botman has been my go-to defender this season in Fantasy Premier League. Now we can start working on the arms, shirt, and head for our pixel player here. Post edit here. If you have something you want me to draw, please leave it in the comments. I can't guarantee I'll draw it, but I can guarantee I'll look at it. Reinstate the shoes here. And now we're free to start working on our proportions to make it look better for our sprite. I'll put in our Sokka image here so I can focus on the style. I really wanted all of these players to look like they belong in the same universe. So I drew Botman here a total of 4 times with 3 different reference pictures. It took me a really long time to get this one right, and I think the end result is much better than the ones I was considering doing. This shows a great example that you can always start over, but you always need to finish something you start as well. I didn't really like the first few I did, but I didn't just stop and pick another player or start another video. I went ahead and I worked until I got it right. After adding in all the shading I needed, we have our finished result for Sven Botman. Our last player we're doing in today's video is Mo Salah. I started here with the head and then worked on the arms. Then I addressed the shirt and the shorts. Next come the legs, and then the original tracing is now done. We'll start our revisions by fixing all of our proportions. Now back to the head. I'm finding that for some reason, the head is always the hardest part of the process in this style. Making it look realistic, but still look cartoonish is a really hard process with lots of trial and error, as you can see here. Now I'm free to work on the legs and the shoes. Now we can start to introduce our colors as well as do our shading. I just wanted to express how happy I am. I finally got Salah on my team. It took a few transfers, but guys, we got him. And while I have a second here, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me to share my work and hope some other people appreciate it as much as I do. I work hard on these videos, so I hope you are enjoying them. And there we go, Mohamed Salah is now a pixel art character. If you want to see the other players I'm adding and see the finished poster, check my channel. That video will be coming out tomorrow. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.